Hi, it's Dr. Mary Allen. How are you guys doing today? I don't know. Can you see me? I'm going live right now. I hope it's working. How was your day? Oh, am I talking to myself? I don't think so. Someone's out there listening. I believe that. First of all, I want to thank you all for your ongoing support, your incredible kind words. I love it. Now, tonight's going to be, I don't know, I don't want to come across as stern and I don't want to come across as an asshole, but I need to talk about a few things that, you know, is part of mental health and awareness and removing the stigmas and removing the judgments. So, one thing I learned is that haters are going to hate. And I'm getting a lot of haters lately because I'm being bold, I'm being brave, I'm being authentic, I'm being real. And you know what? That's my choice. It's also anybody that wants to hate and judge and be unkind, that is their choice. So my point is, we are all responsible for our own actions and our own words and how we respond to it. We can't change other people, but we can change how we react. And it's important to sit back and kind of reflect and process information and process what's said, because what I try to do is avoid reactive behavior. Now, is this video maybe a little bit reactive? It could be. But I need to send a very clear message. When people ask me, why are you doing this? People with mental health issues can't be helped. That pisses me off. I'm not going to lie. And it's the haters that we need to really have compassion for and understanding, because obviously they have not been given the right tools to be able to understand the dynamics of mental health and creating awareness and support and resources. I'm not saying people are incapable of it. I'm just saying that their choice has been to just not acknowledge it, to not understand it. Now, learning about mental health, learning about support systems, learning about how people react, learning about how we're influenced, and so much more. I mean, there's a plethora of components to mental health and awareness. And we have a choice. We can either choose to try to learn about it and try to understand and try to support people, or we can choose to ignore it. And so when people ask me, why do I do this? Why do I put myself out there? Why am I taking these risks? And it's because I wholeheartedly believe that anyone, I don't care who you are, I don't, care about anything in terms of excuses. People are capable of loving, supporting, encouraging, sharing anything that has to do with mental health. And what we need to understand is that people will share when they are comfortable. People will start to understand when they allow themselves to be open to the information. But judging me, attacking me, throwing daggers at me on social media is, to me, unacceptable. And I will continue to take a stand for what I believe in And what I believe is that everybody, no matter who you are, deserves to have care, support, resources, options, and somewhere to turn to. And I need to make that very clear. Okay, I got that out of the way. Thank you for listening for that. So, as you can see, I'm wearing a bow tie today. I absolutely love it. I just love it. People are looking like, why is she wearing a bow tie? Well, why not? Why is her hair super short? Well, why not? And I think what's happening in a lot of spaces is that people are questioning other people's actions, other people's choices, which isn't a bad thing to question it if you're looking for information, insight, and awareness and understanding. But if you're questioning it because there's a social stigma or a social conditioning that's surrounded by how people are supposed to be, how people are supposed to look, how people are supposed to act, what people are supposed to say, is, we need to be more understanding and sympathetic. So I see my connection is unstable, it says. And it says, please wait while we try to reconnect. The story of my life. But I'm loving every minute, every second, every millisecond of what I do. I'm talking to people, I'm listening to stories, I'm reaching out, and I love it. And I have to thank everybody who's following me on Instagram and TikTok and all of them, Twitter, Facebook. You guys are amazing, and I can't thank you enough. Now, what I'm going to do in the weeks ahead is I'm going to start inviting people who have more knowledge than I have about some key areas. And I'm going to ask them to participate with me to share information that will be helpful in specific areas of mental health. And I think that's a good thing because I don't have all the answers. I bring what I bring to the table, just as you bring what you bring to the table. And then we all sit down together and have a feast of ideas, a feast of stories, a feast of what people are going through, connections, all of it. And I value every single bit of it. What is hard for me is to deal with haters because I haven't had a chance to talk with them to understand where their hatred is coming from. What is it that is triggering them? And so I remind myself, Mary, this is not about you. This is about them. And there's something that's tapping into their anger that's triggering it. And I'm okay with that. And I want to understand. So I've been very busy, and I'm really glad about that. And one of the areas that I am failing in, and I shouldn't say failing because I don't think it's failing, but that's the only word that came to my mind, is I'm having a hard time getting back to everybody. I post to know on my page. I share on my videos. And I tweet, I think that's what you call it, and upload on it. I'm trying to streamline everything. I definitely am going to have to hire a social media expert or someone who loves social media and knows all the ins and outs about it. Now, I love social media. I'm just not good at utilizing it. So forgive me for the disjointed parts of it. I'm also looking at that I may have to have a marketing or admin to help manage some of the things that I have going on, because my core competency is to connect with people and to understand their stories and to understand their struggles and to help them through to them, or sharing resources and outreach programs that will best support. Look at someone gave this to me and I'm really happy about it. So there's the River Fund. They offer assistance with utilities, and this time of year, our utilities across the board are going up. There's also assistance for like eviction notices, and a lot of them are being handed out post-COVID. There's also care and support for cities and treatments, homeless and elderly. So, let me be a source for you, a resource to help guide you in the right direction. I also, just far more extensive than mine. And, if you have questions, I'm happy to help facilitate getting information that you need. Now, I know out there, every single thing I'm thinking and feeling videos, but this is important content. And I really, really need to connect to find out what your needs are, what community needs are, and be able to help with that. And stigma is, and judgment. And someone reached out to me and said, okay, what do you mean by that? Who better than to share information about mental health, the struggles, the successes, the treatments, the option, or has lived along this. I'm happy because I understand it's important when it's hate. I have zero tolerance for hate. And if I could understand where that hate is coming from, it would help me to process things that some people are sharing with me about helping others. So let me ask you a question. Flat tire. What do you do? Hope the 40-mile-an-hour winds or the gusts are going to blow up your tire for you? I know I'm being an ass by saying that. And I'm just flabbergasted. I'm dumbfounded. You get a flat tire, you're going to do a couple of things. One, you're going to say, shit, whew, that was scary. I got a flat tire. Somebody. So maybe you reach out to your auto club or your insurance company. Maybe you call 911 because you're stuck in the shoes and reaching out, shit, I'm struggling. What am I going to do? I feel like talking. That's an option. I have a lot of people that reach out via text. And because you can text them that they're not alone. People just need to know that they're not alone, that they are safe, that someone is there listening, and going out, how, and authentic self when I'm doing videos. It's my authentic self but it can also exhilarating. Authentic is authentic style when I'm reaching out to people. But then there's my authentic self that pisses off the haters and the judgers. And it one of the messages have been. So one reason I keep asking out, but I because that was hurtful. Our respect now your think. Just really think. And I'm gonna argue that with Native people seeing people beat each other down. Now, there's a psychology behind that, and I'm not going to get into a whole spiel about it or lecture. You want that? Talk to my Psych 101 students. My point is, can we open, own what you want in their lives who need that support? Concerning that was for them. That was hurtful to them. That was tragic for them. That made them question themselves. That made them feel like they had to defend who they are, what they do, no, own yourself, own what you bring to the table, because it's value. It's important. And I'm tired of people seeing people beat each other down. Now, there's a psychology behind that, and I'm not going to get into a whole spiel about it or lecture. You want that? Talk to my Psych 101 students. My point is, can we at least just take a step back and be open to new things that that just might be helpful. Even a smidge, even a tiny, like 1%. I believe we can all help each other, if you will. Their own big, secure, safe, and maybe need that support when skills that I can learn that I, but the thing is that, but I don't appreciate being that and having to defend music. Sometimes it just comes to you. Oh, whether it's on to recognize and to kind of think of it. Now, sometimes it's hard, and sometimes it just comes to you. There's no pressure. So, one of the things where they feel like they can't, can we make a half a day commitment? Not even a half a day, because that's 12 hours. Can we make a 2-hour commitment? That when we are out and about in this wonderful place we call life, that's filled with ups and downs, filled with so much, can we make a commitment to recognize one thing in us, something in us, when we're out and about, or even in our own home before we leave, can we make a commitment to recognizing something that's really wonderful within ourselves, or something that you really enjoy? Like, what do you really enjoy? That. Why do I love it? Why does it make me feel, fill in the blank? So that's ourselves. Okay. Well, then, can we also make a commitment when we go out into this wonderful place we call life, to recognize one pretty cool thing, whatever it is, in another person. I don't care where you are. I don't. Are you driving? Maybe you're. Can we make a commitment to recognizing something that's really wonderful within ourselves, or something that you really enjoy? Like, what do you really enjoy? Maybe they're not struggling. Maybe it kind of pokes them every so often, just to remind them, hey, you got anxiety. Don't forget about me. Even though, in my case, I want to forget about my anxiety. society, but I can't. I just, it's there all the time. So when people share ideas about strategies and skills that I can learn that may be helpful, heck, I'm willing to, to give it a try. You know, there's certain kinds of music I can't listen to because if it's, you know, like if I'm at a rave or something, or at a nightclub, not that I've been to a nightclub in a long, very kind, right on, right on. I need to have that kind of comfort level so that I too can dig for gold and be happy for that person. That they just don't care and they're in their own, you know, they're comfortable, they're in their car, they're not causing harm to anybody. Can we just be happy for people? Can we? Maybe you are doing errands and you have to stop at the market and you see, like, I go to this one store and I love the people in there. Not all of them. There's one person who is pretty aggravating. Um, Not very nice, not very kind. Uh, uh, Very like I don't know how to explain it. Just, I'll give you an example, but let me tell you this first. Anyway, go to this store. You want me to tell you what store? I think I'm allowed to. I've been getting warnings about copyright stuff. And I don't know what the hell YouTube is talking about. Maybe it's when I pick up my speaker and I, play a song and I'm like, this is great. Listen to the song. But I thought that's what people do with music. Like, you share it, right? Maybe it has to do with publication. If anybody can help me to understand, they told me to go to this one area on YouTube and, file a dispute or claim if you don't think you're in violation. Well, first of all, how do I know I'm in violation if I don't know what the violation is? Okay, I have digressed. But that's what's going on. So if you can't get all my videos, that's probably why. So I'm working on that. But my point is, at this grocery store, everybody is fucking awesome. They I just love them. I from the front end to the produce to the bakery. Oh, look at that. How does it make me feel? Fill in the blank. So that's ourselves. Okay. Well, then can we also make a commitment when we go out into this wonderful place we call life to recognize one pretty cool thing, whatever it is, in another person. I don't care where you are. I don't. Are you driving? Maybe you're driving and you look over and and you see someone, I don't know, digging in their nose, and you're parked at a red light. You have a couple of options there. Okay. The reactive response could be, oh God, look at that person. They're digging, they're going to town. They're up there mining. Or could you possibly say something like, all right, right on, right on. I need to have that kind of comfort level so that I too can dig for gold and be happy for that person. That they just don't care, and they're in their own, you know, they're comfortable, they're in their car, they're not causing harm to anybody. Can we just be happy for people? Can we? Maybe you are doing errands and you have to stop at the market. And you see, like I go to this one store And I love the people in there. Not all of them. There's one person who's pretty aggravating. Um, not very nice, not very kind. Uh, uh, very like, I don't know how to explain it. Just, I'll give you an example, but let me tell you this first. Anyway, go to the store. You want me to tell you what store? I think I'm allowed to. I've been getting warned